From retro to next gen, we've got it all. I'm George, a Gen X grown-up, and this is Bit by Bit. And here's a Sega bit from briefly.co.za. They have given their 30 best Sega Genesis games and the top picks for every retro fan. Now, one thing I really liked about this article when I started taking a look at it, they don't mince any bones around. They give you a table of contents right up the bat. They give you a brief little, kind of history description a little bit, and then they go straight into their list. This is great. I hate articles that make you click through 20 different things just to see the items. Not here at Briefly. They just simply give you the list, starting with number 30, Desert Strike Return to the Gulf, all the way down to number 1, Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Sonic the Hedgehog number 1 is listed number 4 on their list, oddly enough. I guess Sonic the Hedgehog 2 is the better game. Truthfully, I've never really played Sonic the Hedgehog, so I'm kind of a neophyte in this arena, but I really appreciate this article. They then go into some detail on each one, but not a ton of detail. They give you a nice little graphic of the game, the box, a little descriptive thing, and then they just go all the way through them. This is the way a top blank number list should be done every time, in my opinion. Props to briefly.co.za. If you're interested in the Sega Genesis and you love retro gaming, definitely go check this out. All right, here's a fun little bit from GeekTyrant.com. Atari is releasing a CX-10-inspired joystick decanter set. I don't know about you, but I know at least one guy, John, who's probably going to want to buy this thing. This looks awesome. I'm not a whiskey guy, but look, it's got this cute little base, 2 nice highball glasses. It's got the joystick for the whiskey to be in. Apparently it's a 750 milliliter decanter. That's pretty good size. It is a little pricey though. The tray is 33 by 15 centimeters, but the price is $125, but you can pick it up on Atari.com if you're interested. And here's a game industry bit from Geeksided.com. We get the highlights, winners, announcements, and everything else from the Game Awards 2024. Big game out this year that swept most of the stuff was Astrobot. That's pretty cool. Like that game. And of course, the bane of my existence, Balatro, won Best Mobile Game. I didn't even realize there was a mobile game before I saw this article. I downloaded it, paid $10 on that damn thing right now. Best Debut Indie Game, absolutely agree. Best Independent Game, of course, and it got nominated for a whole bunch of other categories. They talk about some other big winners here for score, audio design, and whatnot. There's some big announcements. The one thing, though, that they didn't get was anything from GTA 6, which kind of is surprising. Rockstar didn't participate, even though they won the award for GTA 6 for the most anticipated game. Nice article here from Geeksided.com. If you did happen to miss the awards, they've got an in-article link to the full broadcast. It's like 4 hours long, so strap in if you want to watch this, or do a lot of clicking to fast forward. But either way, good news for the gaming world. And here's a scary bit from TimeExtension.com. Itch.io was apparently taken offline because of some stuff that Funko did. I was floored by this. I had no idea about the relationship between the two, but I guess apparently Funko had some kind of AI-powered brand protection software called Brand Shield Limited that created a bogus phishing report to the registrar who handles Itch.io's domain, and they just shut it down without even talking to the Itch.io guys. I guess they're investigating. I don't know at this point if it's even up and running. You guys can go check it out. But man, I'm telling you, AI can do some scary things if you're not paying attention, including taking down an entire website. All right, here's a fun bit from GameGrin.com. Mega Cat Studios, along with a couple of other people. They've got some partnership with a place called Video Game Sage. They also partner with people on the subreddit R Retro Gaming and the Retro Gaming Network Discord server to release this new game called Super Excitem Event for the NES. I can't believe that companies are still out there doing that. They're releasing these games for these old 8 and 16-bit systems. That's really cool. If you take a look right here, it's $60, and 100% of the profit goes toward the nonprofit organization of Child's Play Charity. I went over to their site, and it's really awesome. I mean, they've got the full book here. You can see they've got the box, they've got the cartridge. I mean, this is just awesome. There's some images of the gameplay here. This is totally cool. And if you're a big NES or SNES fan, I definitely think you should check this out. Plus, they've got a whole bunch of other games and stuff to shop for. 8-bit, 16-bit, handheld, everything. All right, here's a historical bit over at slashgear.com. It's a kind of a nice little retrospective, almost documentary-like investigative report called The Shady Side of Nintendo, all about their hidden controversies, questionable incidences. This is a very long article, but there are some great stories and facts in here. Some stuff I knew, a lot of stuff I didn't know. Stuff about Donkey Kong, obviously, some stuff about Nintendo and Blockbuster, their ad practices back in the 90s. The relationship, this is one that I'm familiar with, between Nintendo and Sony that ended up creating the PlayStation. Some stuff about the Switch's Joy-Cons. Child labor may have built the Wii U. I mean, this is a really in-depth article. It's a great read if you have the time, and either you're a lover or a hater of Nintendo. I think this is worth checking out. Okay, here's a disturbing bit from our friends over at timeextension.com. There is one of these CD key retailers who apparently is doing some ads saying that only zombies buy physical games. I get why they're doing that, in the article, does too. They're a company who specializes in electronic digital software, I should say, and selling those keys. So, of course, they want people to stay away from physical games. This is a copy of their ad, and you can see there's a guy named Mike Diver who's saying he's not a fan of the advertising approach. But here it is, only zombies buy physical games. I guess they've got another one also that's like a knight picking up some stuff and saying only people from the medieval times buy physical games. Yeah, that's a little offensive. I get why they're doing it, but in this day and age of people being concerned about, your CD keys going to games and on platforms that then pull the games later, even though you paid good money for that game to be played, I can understand why this is offensive. And what's interesting is they've taken a lot of votes on the commercial. What do you make of CD keys commercials? A little over 1,700 votes so far, and the majority of people say they're offensive to people who value physical games. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. All right, here's a pinball bit from bleedingcool.com. Zen Pinball World has launched on mobile here in December. Now, you guys know I love pinball. I've been talking a lot about it in our podcast lately over at GenXGrownUp.com/pod or /podcast, whatever it is. I can never remember the short link to that, and I should, right? I'm one of the guys. But anyway, Zen Studios, who is pretty much the main virtual pinball company out there right now doing a lot of tables. We know they just released Williams Volume 8, and I did a live stream on that over on our YouTube website, GenXGrownUp.com, or not .com, GenXGrownUp over on YouTube. You can find it. You know how to get there. Anyway, they have also come out with this mobile version of their pinball machines, and I have taken a look at this. I've downloaded it, just like the one on the PC. The application is free to download, and then you have to unlock the games in order to play them. Now, the difference is on the PC, you get to play them for a limited amount of time. From what I can tell, on the mobile app, you get to play them for as long as you want, but there are ads that pop up. Now, you can unlock the games either individually. The tables are like $5 or so on average, which is in line with the PC version. They do have some packs as well. One pack, though, was really expensive. It had like 4 tables in it for like $30. I don't know. That feels a little bit too expensive for a mobile pinball for me, but here's the list of all the available titles that they released with. Bonsai Run, Earthshaker, and Black Knight 2000, by the way, were in that Williams Volume 8 release that also came out this month. Is it worth it to have this on mobile? Probably, because you can take it anywhere and play it. If you want to sit down in the lobby of your doctor's office or whatever, and you want to pull it out and play a little bit of Star Trek Next Generation Williams Pinball, which is a great machine, by the way, you can do that with your phone or tablet or whatever you have. I'm not sure about controller as support as far as like a Bluetooth controller and using that to hook up, but they do have the same on-screen controls that they had in the Netflix Zen Pinball thing that I talked about a few weeks ago. So it is playable on mobile. I enjoy it. If you love virtual pinball, you should check this out. All right, here's a couple of quick bits about a brand new TV series that just released a little while ago called Secret Level. Over here at thegamer.com, they've got 10 games that they think need a Secret Level episode. This is a fun list. Some of them I agree with, some of them I don't. I'm going to run through them real quick for you. Space Invaders at number 10, I like. Halo at number 9. There's already a great TV series about that. I don't know how Secret Level would do any better than that. Elder Scrolls at number 8, that's a good choice. Tomb Raider at 7. How many movies and stuff have we gotten about Tomb Raider? But okay, fine. Donkey Kong. That could be interesting. I don't know what that would be, but they've got a little description of what they would like to see. Portal. I definitely enjoy seeing that. Street Fighter. I'm a little bit soured on this based on that really terrible like 80s or 90s Street Fighter movie. It was terrible. Doom. Okay, fair enough. Dark Souls. I don't know anything about, but they're really hot on this one. That could be fun. And then the number one game that they would like to see receive a Secret Level episode is Tetris. You know, there's a lot of news out there about Tetris right now, so I can see that. But this is not the only bit about Secret Level that I found. One other thing here is this group who are producers for this, Tim Miller and Dave Wilson, they recently did a little bit of an interview. And this is over at, Kotaku.com. And they said that they really would love to do a bloody take on Pong in season 2. Now, the article goes on to let us know that Amazon has not officially announced a season 2 yet, although from everything I'm hearing and from what I've seen, I've watched one episode of Secret Level so far. I can't imagine it not getting a season 2, considering Amazon I don't think they have a lot of money in this. Not certainly like what they have with those Lord of the Rings TV series, that's for sure. They spent a crap ton of movie on those. But I think it could be a lot of fun. They had that really crazy Pac-Man episode. That's the one that I did watch out of this season so far because it was the one I'm most interested in. Bloody Pong episode? Yeah, that could be interesting. That's going to do it for the news making headlines in the gaming world right now. I am George, and if you want to see more, hit that subscribe button, and I'll keep on bringing you the news bit by bit.